Metamorphic rock is created throughout a cycle. This is an example of this rock cycle. The minimum temperature needed for metamorphism is 100 to 200 degrees Celsius. The maximum temperature needed for metamorphism is 700 to 900 degrees Celsius. Recrystallization happens when temperatures reach the melting point of the minerals. Neocrystallization involves the creation of new mineral crystals different from the prolo. Chemical reactions digest minerals of the prolothe, which yields new minerals. This is a very slow process, as it can also involve the diffusion of atoms through solid crystals. There are two kinds of metamorphism: contact metamorphism and regional. Metamorphism is when the rock is near or touching the mass of magma by the high temperatures. Regional metamorphism is during mountain building when a lot of rock is subjected to different forces and temperatures. This creates a lot of metamorphic rock.
Marble's presumed pressure to recrystallize is around 10 kBs, and its presumed temperature to recrystallize is around 900 degrees Celsius and 1700 degrees Fahrenheit. Gneiss contains mostly of elongated and granular. The most common minerals in gneiss are quartz, potassium, feldspar, and sodium feldspar. There are also lesser amounts of muscovite, biotite, and hornblende. Slate needs to have a temperature of around 500 degrees Celsius or 950 degrees Fahrenheit. To recrystallize, it needs to have around a pressure of 2 to 3 kBs. Quartzite's temperature needs to be around 800 degrees Celsius or 1500 degrees Fahrenheit to recrystallize. Also, it needs to have 6 kBs to have pressure for it to recrystallize. Marble is at a lower elevation than schist and gneiss because it needs more heat and pressure to recrystallize. A type of schist is calc schist, which has a color of gray to brownish gray to brown to almost black. This is foliated. Another type of schist is a glaucophane schist, which has a color of green with bluish or violet hues. The texture is scratchy looking and not smooth.
There are two kinds of classification for metamorphic rock: foliated rock and unfoliated rock. Foliated rock is usually created by regional metamorphism. Under the extreme conditions and pressure of regional metamorphism, some of the minerals in the rock recrystallize. This causes the rocks to have larger crystals. That is why foliated rocks contain visible crystals in layered or banded texture. This texture is called foliation. There are many types of foliation, including rock and slaty cleavage, schistosity, and gneiss texture. This rock, gneiss, is one example of foliated rock. Foliated rock is the equivalent of coarse-grained igneous rock. Non-foliated rock is different than foliated rock because in non-foliated rock it is hard to see the individual crystals in a rock. Non-foliated rock is usually created by contact metamorphism. This results in finer crystallization with little foliation. Some examples of non-foliated rock are marble, metabasalt, and quartzite. This is the equivalent of fine-grained igneous rock. This is quartzite.
Metamorphism can be a slight change or dramatic change, low-grade or high-grade change. Often in high-grade change, you cannot determine the original rock. Some examples of metamorphism is when shale turns into slate and when sandstone turns into quartzite.